Morning, baby. You want to show them your tooth? Journey is a big girl. Journey is a big girl. She lost her tooth. If you follow me on Instagram, then you kind of already know the backstory of her losing her tooth. But those who don't follow me on Instagram, I guess I'll fill y'all in. I'm cooking pancakes right now. The girls already ate breakfast. My mom made them breakfast. But I'm making me and babe some pancakes before having to take Jiya to practice. Typically, her practice are in the evening, but since they're out of school today, I guess the coaches changed the time.
Mommy, we said we was gonna get a lemonade stand today.
Not today, baby.
Oh, maybe tomorrow then.
You got school tomorrow.
We
Yeah,
can do it today.
baby, we can't do it. We gotta plan for stuff like that, okay? Because if you don't plan stuff out, it won't be a success. So what I was about to say, I went live over the weekend and someone recommended, and I'm actually vlogging all day today, y'all. But I went live over the weekend, and one of my keys, I asked y'all at the very end of the live to recommend some shows and some movies that were really good. And the first one that I watched was Carry On, because I said, you know what, let me get the movies out the way, because you know when you start watching a series, you watching a series, and especially if it has a lot of seasons, and I didn't want to not get to the other stuff, so I did the movies first. The first one I started with was Carry On. Really good. It was really, really good. I really liked it. So, and that's on Netflix, so go ahead and check that out. And now I'm watching In the End, or I'll tell y'all later whatever it was. So I'm gonna give y'all my feedback about that. So far it's okay. So I'm just gonna keep watching. I only got through like maybe the first 15-20 minutes last night. Babe made this bomb spaghetti on Saturday. Y'all, I wish I would have showed y'all how big my plate was yesterday when I made it for dinner. It was so good, and I am not a spaghetti girl. If you've been following me since the beginning of time, I think I told y'all that I did not like spaghetti. Like, I'm not, like, I never wanted spaghetti. I like lasagna, but I was never the one for spaghetti for some weird reason. But when I tell you, babe loves spaghetti. So when we got together, he made spaghetti a lot. Yes, baby. What? Jiya, go get dressed.
Mommy,
Baby, go up there and go brush your teeth. Or finish that hot chocolate. Go sit down. Go sit down and.
We was editing.
Okay,
We
baby.
knew how to edit.
Okay, I'm gonna look into it because I'm gonna take it off.
Okay.
Okay, baby. So, yeah. So back to Journey and her tooth shenanigans. So long story short, Journey had a loose tooth, and we were waiting for it to like get loose enough for me to do the whole dramatic bite into the apple or like put the string on the door, all that fun stuff. Y'all, tell me why me and Jori are in my room laying down doing whatever. Jeremy's in here cooking food, and I can hear Journey and Jiya up there playing, and then like the laughters and all that kind of like decrease, but you know they're kids, so they're not gonna play 24/7. Anyways, Journey and Jiya come running down the stairs, and they run into the room. They're like, "Mommy, mommy," and I see a little blood on Journey's lip, and I'm like, "Oh, what's wrong, baby?" So I'm thinking like maybe she hit the tooth, and that was our time. Like, let's go ahead and get it. Let's get the show on the road. And y'all, my baby opened her mouth, and that tooth was not in there. So I'm like, "Baby, what happened to your tooth?" She was like, "Yeah, Jiya, we're playing a pillow fight, and then Jiya got my tooth, and she tried to rinse it off, and then it went down the sink." And I'm like, "Oh my freaking gosh!" So me and Jeremy, initially, our first response is like we were very upset because we told Jiya, and I know y'all hear us all the time talking to Jiya, and she means no harm with it at all, but Jiya, she thinks she's a mama. Like, do y'all got kids where they think they the mama too? Like, Jiya looks at what I do, and I can literally hear her be mean with her sisters. Like, and some things I let slide because, you know, the sisters ain't complaining. Journey never really complained. Jori will be a little combative with Jiya because she's like, "Oh no, you're not about to tell me what to do, or you're not about to regulate this." And like, Jiya likes to be in control like her mother. Jiya likes to be bossy like her mother. Jiya is her mother's child. So my parents be like, "Girl, that's exactly how you were as a kid." So now you can see what everybody else thought. And my sister was the one that was passive. Like, we shared a room until I was in 5th grade, like I told y'all earlier, and or no, I told y'all down the live. Me and my sister shared a room until my mama got her first house. So we was in 5th grade, sharing a room up until 5th. I was in 5th grade. My sister was in 7th. And like, so of course we're sharing the TV. I'm the one that's like, okay, sis, you tell me what you want to watch, but I'm gonna be the one do it on the TV. That's how it was, y'all. And that's exactly how Jiya is times 10. Like, she's times 10. So she been waiting for that moment for that dang on tooth, because she been feeling like she just knows what to do with the tooth, y'all. And she freaking is a child. So as a child, they don't know everything and they have to learn. So me and Babe were initially upset. Babe was really upset because he was just like mad at Journey. Like, Journey, we told you, like, stop letting Jiya take over. And Jiya, we told you, stay in the child's place. And of course I was upset. But then in that moment, I just realized it's just a tooth. It's just a tooth. We still gonna visit her. We still gonna give her money. It's just a tooth. I just decided to calm her down because her emotions were like, I'm never gonna get my tooth again. Like, she was being so dramatic. And, you know, of course, as a mom, I just held her and just told her, baby, yes, your tooth is gonna come back. Your tooth. And I had to remind her, like, all your chip sisters all have lost tooth. Like, y'all are like the last ones to lose your teeth. You see their teeth are coming back. Y'all see, like, now you can join the missing tooth club. All of those things. So, and then it just also remind me in life, like, we're not in control. Although, you know, you don't have to take every little situation literal about God. But in that moment, I did say, I'm going to pull from this that God is always in control. And, you know, you don't have, like, it's just like a kid is so frantic and they don't know. And of course, our kids believe in God, but we have to instill everything that we know and all of our faith into them. But just like we are, what our kids are with their parents, like, it's like, yeah, I trust my mommy. I know what my mommy is saying. I love my mommy, but is my tooth really gonna come back? Like, she was just like so paranoid. Like, her tooth was never, like, I'm never gonna have my tooth again, all because of Jiya. Jiya's now crying. It was just a mess, y'all. It was a mess. Jeremy ran upstairs trying to freaking save the tooth. Like, maybe it didn't really fall down. Maybe he can get it. And I already knew, like, it's gone, because they're very smart girls, so they know it was gone, and it was gone. And Jiya was like, Journey was like, hire a plumber and take it apart, and we're gonna da 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 da. I'm like, baby, we can't hire no plumber, baby. And honestly, we can take the sink apart ourselves. It just, tooth is gone. So it was a lot of life lessons and all of this over a tooth. And this is the same day when TikTok is getting shut down. This list, it's gonna be the biggest pancake ever, because I don't feel like making little small ones no more. Okay. I got Jiya with me. Oh, y'all, it's so cold. This is probably one of the coldest days. I got my food, the things mama's got to do. Got my pancakes with me. And these are the small details that don't be in the vlogs no more, because I don't vlog all day long like I used to, or throughout my day like I used to. I probably vlog like at one point in my day, and then every single day of that week is one part of my day, and it makes one long vlog. And then y'all know I can talk. So then that makes it even longer. But you got your seatbelt on, baby. Your thing says the seatbelt not on. Oh my gosh. Baby, put the seatbelt on, Angel. Oh my gosh. Y'all see my breath? Y'all see that? It's freezing. It is freezing. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Kids. One thing I like about this car, it always tell me who don't got their seatbelt on all parts of the car. And it's annoying, but nobody want to hear that beep, beep, beep. So I really like that. And it makes sure you ain't leaving nothing in the car. Oh my gosh, I need to put my gloves on with this steering wheel. I turn on my heated steering wheel. It's a beautiful day, sunny wise. I gotta come home and film some brand deals. Edit. But it's very freezing. Ooh. Ooh, that pancake just hit. Don't follow me. All of the above. still freezing. And I gotta go out there and grocery shop. And babe, I think you forgot the trash. Because I'm looking at it right here. But I don't think nobody else has came yet. Because they usually be open if someone came. Then we got a new, oh shit. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta keep pancakes. Okay, y'all. Made it to the store after my freaking food fell on the floor. Had to try to maintain my composure because I was very upset trying to talk to y'all. Whew. Anyways, I'm at Publix and life has been so much better when it comes to not being wasteful with groceries and stuff. We haven't had to throw out as much because we have been literally only binge shopping fruit. Literally, that's the only thing we'll buy in bulk because I told myself, like, we can eat on fruit all day long. Like, it's no limit to it. We can have it with our breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all of that. And I was at a point where I was buying so much fruit, but I would just make sure, like I'll tell Journie, like, can't have too much. We gotta put it for the girls' lunch, this, that, and the third. I'm like, why was I doing that? I don't know. I mean, he was still getting it. And of course, I would still get some too. But now, like, I don't have no problem with going through a whole cantaloupe in one day. Before, I used to crunch, like, oh, we gotta save this and that. And I'm like, why? Why do I have to do that? I don't have to do that. So, here we are. Not doing that anymore. And they have so much stuff in the front of this store that's buy one, get one. I think I'm gonna get 2 more. Are these the regular crackers? No, they only got the, y'all, they've been having the top, oh, they got the strawberry jelly, buy one, get one. And this is the strawberry one that I like. Well, I can eat toast without jelly, but the girls, they love it, so. What else? Okay, let's get some goldfish. Every time I come in this location, this is literally the best location ever. Literally, I promise you, the best Publix I've ever been to. Oh, what's this? Is this garlic? I ain't never heard of that. There's garlic aioli spread. Y'all gotta let me know about that. I gotta get some eggs. But anyway, so Jay Nice, I like to look at her. Let's go start over there with the meat. So, oh look, y'all, look. They still got buy one get one for these taco shells. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so Jay Nice posted an oxtail recipe last night and was like, who wants it? Y'all, she's taking forever to post, and I'm pretty sure she ain't gonna post until later on today, but I really wanted to make it myself. So now I had to go settle and find another guy, and everybody was hyping him up in the comments saying that his oxtails came out real good, but y'all, he had so many ingredients and he didn't have an ingredient breakdown. Tell me why I'm watching the reel and I'm literally screenshotting, because he would put on the screen like what he's using and what he's doing. I'm over here screenshotting so fast, like trying to capture everything so I can know. Well, I screenshotted everything that I know I did not have, so I can make sure I grab it. I need to grab some steaks for Draco. It's actually easy because he's on a like half raw, half kibble diet, but it's actually really easy to keep up with his food with giving him these steaks. Let me see. Let me take y'all around. So the pack of steaks, I don't see them having it right now. Because he only has like 1 more left. But it was like a pack of 6 that was out. What's this? Tenderloin steak filet. Oh damn, that's $48. That's not what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm talking about the one for like $11 or below. What is this? That's the oxtails. Are you kidding me? I guess we won't be having oxtails tonight, baby, because where the heck are the... Okay, we don't have any oxtail. I mean, they don't have any oxtail. I'm talking about we. They don't have any oxtail out. There's only 1 thing of oxtails. So we must pivot. I'm gonna have to do oxtails later on in this week. And that's okay. Maybe that's my sign to wait for Jay Nice, because I've tried a few of her recipes before. And I really do like the way she cooks. So I guess I should go ahead and stick to the jambalaya that I was initially gonna cook. So let me go ahead and get But I did like this recipe. It did look good though. It did look real savory and flavorful and all of that. So I don't know. But I want to get out of here quick anyways. And I did have most of my ingredients for my jambalaya, so maybe I'll just stick to that. I need some toilet paper. Yo, I've been stocking up so much on let me get some bleach wipes because I need to wipe off my seat. But I've been stocking up so much. Whenever I come to the store, I'm literally buying, like, every time I have like extra like time on my hands to like really shop, I'm always getting like a whole I'm always getting like extra paper towels, cleaning products, all of that, so that I can just have that in stock. So we're finally running out of towels, and it's been such a long time. Damn, where's the egg guy usually? Is this the eggs? I got the price. Why are the eggs saying $10? That can't be right. That's why we need to hurry and get them chickens. So if y'all didn't watch my live, I also did share that we are, oh, there they go. No, that's not it, because the full pack used to be $4. What, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Did the prices just go up overnight? I'm confused. Mama is in confusion, honey. Y'all, look at this. My eggs were $4.59 a few days ago. Look at this, $7, $9, $8.49, $10, $9, $7, $12 freaking dollars for the pasture raised. Oh my gosh. So like I said, if you watch my live, y'all would have heard me say that we are going to be getting chicken soon. Within like the next few months. We did find someone who was selling some chickens, but then someone left me a comment and started talking to me about some roosters, and I was like, well, I don't want no rooster, I just want the chickens. Roosters are loud and we just want the chickens. And they were like, well, no, you have to get the rooster to fertilize the egg, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? So it made me realize I got way more work that needs to be done. But we could just also go to the place that we're buying the chickens from and talk to them about it. They should be experts in the field. I guess I'm gonna have to just stick with the $7 ones, because the ones, okay, they got the, y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. And we go through some eggs, y'all. We go through eggs. If that's one thing we're gonna go through, it's some eggs. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, that just made me feel away. My eggs are $5. Oh. So anyways, let me find my cleaning products. That we're not getting these oxtails. Let me find I like shopping. Like, I feel like no one's in here, but a lot of people are in my way. If that makes sense. Where are the, like, I like shopping. I came here the other night when I had to come here, like, after I picked Jiya up from practice, and there was literally no one in here. That's what I like. Where is the, oh, it's down there. But that's what I like, y'all. Wait, I need some bleach right there. Oh, it's probably down here. But I don't like shopping with too many people around. That's why I don't like doing the malls anymore. Like, remember when I first started my channel, I would be in somebody's mall, like Black Friday and just all of my shopping. I just love being, oh, we should probably get some of this. No, that's for clothes. I'm talking about, I need some stuff for the carpet. I want to put the stuff down for my carpets. Having a German Shepherd, y'all, is very humbling. You thought you knew how to clean until they behind. What's going on? Why I can't find nothing? Why did I come down here, y'all? I need bleach wipes and I need carpet freshener. Let me say it out loud, because I will leave here and I will forget. Bleach wipes, carpet freshener, bleach wipes, carpet freshener. And I write everything down, but those two things weren't on my thing. So the bleach wipes must be somewhere else. Oh, there they go. I'm like, where am I? How am I missing it? Okay, so I think I'm gonna get these, but I think I want to keep a pack in my car, because this experience it stresses me out. Nastiness, stickiness, all of that, that's not, I don't like stuff like that. So I like to keep my stuff clean. I don't know if it's safe to keep something like this in your car. I guess so, but when it's in extreme temperatures, I wonder what happens. Well, we're gonna try it out anyway. Let me get another one for the house. Okay, now carpet freshener. Let's find a carpet freshener. Gotta be down here, because there's the Febreze. There's like the Febreze. I don't know why my hairline is itching so much. What is going on with me today? It has to be, y'all know what I'm talking about, like the stuff you pour onto your carpet before you, oh, there's a multi-purpose. I love the pink stuff. As a matter of fact, I feel like I need to clean today. I know I got some Lysol cleaning stuff. But it has to be some carpet. I see car freshener. I need carpet freshener. Carpet. There's floor. Oh, we do need some trash bags. I'm glad I saw this. Oh no, I didn't. The trash bag somewhere else. Okay, trash bags. Okay, now I need to write some stuff. Oh, there it is. There's the carpet freshener. Carpet freshener, and then we're gonna do trash bags. Extra strength carpet. Oh, they say this is the one you're supposed to get if you got a pet. So we're gonna try this on out. So I got my eggs at the bottom and the cleaning products at the top. Okay, what I just said after this, y'all? Carpet freshener. What I said after that? I said carpet freshener, trash bags. Okay, so I need trash bags, and then I still need my tissue, but I think those are sitting out. But okay, y'all. Just got my lot of brain parts. Blame it on the coldness. Blame it on the coldness. Whew. Hey y'all, so we're doing some cleaning. I've already sprinkled my nice little pet refresher carpet odor eliminator, and I'm walking all into y'all, but I already didn't spray this all over the floors. I use this vacuum like my life depends on it. I've showed y'all this vacuum before. This is not sponsored in any way. As y'all can see, it needs to be cleaned, which I will be doing today after we're done with this round of cleaning. But this vacuum right here, by far, hands down, unsponsored, is the best vacuum I've ever had. Oh my gosh. Whew. Jesus be a fan. Y'all see? It's freaking snowing again. I don't know if y'all can see these flurries. It's snowing again. And to make matters worse, we woke up this morning. I woke up at 7 o'clock. My body woke me up out of my sleep. Okay, Google, take me to UPS.
There's the UPS store 2.9 miles away. Want to navigate there?
Yes. So my body woke me up out of my sleep, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much colder than normal. Like, what's going on? Y'all know I still sleep with the mini heater and my heated blanket. And I've told y'all this before because I've vented. Babe warmed up my car. He's a doll. So, but also, sidebar, another thing. I have a new client and she's selling a mobile home. And I implore you, if you're watching this vlog and this part still makes it, the mobile home has not sold. The mobile home is going for $65,000. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom mobile home. It is located in Fayetteville, Georgia, in a mobile home community. When I tell you, if I were you, I would run, not walk to this opportunity. If we didn't already have this tiny home, I would have bought it myself. Like, this is a great opportunity. So first things first, with the mobile home, it sounds exactly what it is, mobile. So you can move the home from this place to that place. You don't have to keep it in Fayetteville. 2, if you're not ready at this current time, or you want to save up some money to buy land or something like that, don't let that deter you, because you can still buy the mobile home and leave it where it is, because it's in a mobile home. It's already been registered, licensed, all of that. It would just be a transfer of sale. $65,000 for a 3-bed, 2-bath mobile home. Are you crazy if you pass up this opportunity? Do you know how many of my clients get approved for like 190 or way below, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, what can I get with that? Da 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 da. I want to scream it to the mountaintops for my African American people who are watching this, and no shade to any other race, but a lot of y'all, most other races, have people in your family or someone in your circle teaching you guys this, teaching y'all the sauce. And I'm not saying our black people, because trust me, we're on the up and up, and a lot of my peers, people who are older, younger, like we're catching up. We're figuring it out. But I wanted to damn sure I would be doing a disservice if I did not tell you guys how financially irresponsible it would be. If you know, I can dang sure qualify. If I don't have $65,000 in cash, but I know for a fact I could qualify for a $65,000 loan and be paying pennies monthly for a 3-bed, 2-bath. You could keep the home in Fayetteville and rent it out for, we can go over numbers later off camera. You can rent it out and be making a profit, have a home, you receive the tax benefit. Now this is now income that you can use for when you buy your main home. So let's just say they say you didn't have the income you needed and you just get this tiny home. Right when you have that lease agreement, this is now income. Hey y'all, I was trying to make sure my background is pretty much clear. Back home, and I just checked the water. It is now 6:20. Well, I've been back home for a little bit, but I checked the water, and surprisingly enough, it's still hot. No complaints. I did also call the gas company and said, hey, very kindly, I'm gonna need y'all to make us your first trip in the morning. So the manager kind of agreed, so we're gonna see what happens. However, like I said, if y'all hear this heater right here, I'm actually gonna take this downstairs. We gave the girls the best heater because they deserve the best, period. So they have the best heater. Their room is so freaking warm and cozy. And then my room, actually, with the space heater, the small space heater, I'm fine down there because I got my heated blanket plus that. And babe has still been in the basement, and he said, I haven't been in there, but he said the basement is actually pretty warm. And so I'm gonna step down there in a second just to see what it's feeling like. But yeah, so I am just about to put on my press on lashes. I didn't want to have to make a separate video for this, so I'll just chat with y'all really quickly while I do this. It doesn't take too long, so like literally doesn't, but this probably would be the time where it starts taking forever, because obviously every time we pull out a camera, that's just what it does. But yes, so I want to sit and watch my movies. Somebody recommended It Ends With Us, and I gotta give my honest opinion. I didn't like the movie. It wasn't a bad movie, but I could have did away with it. I liked it. I like how she stood, without giving the plot, I like how she stuck her ground and all of that. And by the way, since we are literally on the moment of me doing this, this is once again of the lashes I got from Marshall's yesterday. But anyway, so I like how she stuck her ground and all of that. But I don't know, I don't know what I was expecting. So I don't know what I was expecting, y'all, but I personally, it wasn't my favorite. Now, perfect. So I do use my Kiss lash thingy, and I feel like my brows need some brow gel. This is my Anastasia. I've used this quite a few these last few. Let me see what this is. This is mascara. What is this? Because I'm trying to try out my different products so I can see like what I really like. Does this have color to it? This is the Benefit. I use the Anastasia. The oh wow, this hair just swinging in my eyes. Okay, there we go. But I've been using the Anastasia lately. I don't know what it is, but this hair is like literally, I don't know if it's my hair. I need to put some like oil on it. But my hairline has been real itchy. It's never been like this. So the only thing I can think of it has to be the hair. But I'm gonna put some oil on it nonetheless, just to make sure it ain't your girl. Because I do need to oil my braids. I can't remember if my stylist oiled my hair when she did it. I literally would, you know, you be running your mouth at the stylist whenever you get your hair done. And I need to get my brows threaded. But probably a lot of places will be closed since everything is shutting down. The girls are out of school. They're having a virtual day tomorrow, like remote learning. So there won't be any school. I don't know if Cheer's gonna be canceled. They did go ahead and cancel, and I'm gonna just use, I just realized this one doesn't have any 8s, because this is the one I had last time and it had 8s in there. So this one started at 12, 10, and 8. These are the other ones I had. So I do still have some 8s. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do 12, 10, and then I'll use some of these 8s, like my first one. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the 12. And like I said, I just love this so much better than the glue. So much better than the glue. Let me see if I can show y'all how it kind of like looks. Oh y'all, is that my hands being ashy? I'm sorry y'all, I'm sorry. I just washed my hands. That's how I found out about the water, but I washed my hands, so I didn't put lotion on after. I'm so sorry. Well, sorry, not sorry. But anyways, I also wanted to say, I don't even have a spoolie for my brows. I'm gonna have to use, is this a spoolie? No. There's a spoolie around here somewhere. I wanted to just say thank you so much to all of you who have like reached out to me in the last few weeks or days or whatever, however it's been posted, like showing me so much love with all of my testimonies and everything. Can y'all see? I'm trying to make sure I'm going down low. My wig kind of sliding. Okay, let me see. But I really, y'all see how easy that was? And this was the 12. So let me do the same thing on the other side so I don't lose track. But I really appreciate everybody. Like, I've been getting so many long messages. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably come bring y'all down here. That's how y'all gonna see me better. Sit y'all right there. Because if I keep y'all up, y'all ain't gonna be able to see nothing. But I really appreciate all the messages, all the kind words, all the encouragement, just so much positivity, like from people I didn't even expect to be reaching out to me, people I didn't even know was watching me. It's just, I love it. Like, I really appreciate it, and I'm so grateful that I can inspire other people to, you know, just take their journeys a little bit more serious. I still have so much work to do within. I think my biggest thing for me is the forgiveness part. I think that is probably like the biggest thing for me. Like, I saw that video, I told y'all on my live, and I told y'all if anybody wants me to send it to you, honey, I will send it. I think I'm trying to figure out if I want to do another 12. I think I want to do another 12. But if you want me to send it to you, I definitely will. And it was about the guy who passed away and went immediately to, what is it called? Not the resurrection. Like, everybody was lined up to get their judgment. So Judgment Day, yeah, that's what it's called, Judgment Day. So yeah, he passed away and he went to Judgment Day. And it was about a 5-6 minute video where he shared exactly what he saw and heard very clearly, everything God had said. And when I tell y'all, I was crying so hard in my bed, like hearing what was being said to certain people about why they did not make it into heaven. He was the only one who made it into heaven, and that was by this much. And God is not playing with us. God is not playing with us. And one of the biggest things, he had told somebody, like, straight up, like, you couldn't forgive such and such, so since you couldn't forgive such and such, he gonna call you out. He gonna play that little video and gonna show you what you were saying. See all that stuff. When we say what's done in the dark is gonna come to the light that y'all need to be thinking about is the light of God. Because I promise you, a lot of y'all are more afraid of man than you are of God. Now, there should still be some form of conscious of dealing with humans. Like, we should still think of like how we impact and affect those other people around us. But I'm telling you, so many people are more afraid of man than they are of God. Like, you think what you're doing now is cute, and when you get to Judgment Day and God start rolling that video back, all that gossiping, all that holding grudges, God said he don't care what nobody did. Vengeance is his. So I literally was like, oh, like, I think I wasn't really worried about anything but the forgiveness thing, because God has already forgiven me. I've already repented for all the other stuff that I heard in the video, but it was the forgiveness. At that time when I watched the video, I was literally having a conversation with Jeremy that day. We sometimes get real deep with it, y'all. And I'm going to go with the 10s now. But we were making sure everything is right and tight before I move on. But we were literally having a very tense discussion about, like, he was telling me, like, oh, you need to forgive, blah, 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 blah. And he was telling me some examples of some people he forgave and different situations. And I'm like, I don't think God has put it on my heart quite yet. And he was like, okay, so if you passed away right now, you think God gonna want to hear, oh, it wasn't on your heart at that very second. I was more so worried about my feelings and everything. I never really understood when people said, well, I understood it. When people say forgiveness is more for you than them. Now, my deeper understanding of it is your soul is on the line for this forgiveness. Your soul depends on this. And it's not to say you can't hold people accountable. It's not to say that you can't experience the different emotions that come with disappointment, betrayal, lying, dishonesty. It's just understanding that God gave his only son, and forsaking his only son, who was perfect, who was put here to spread the beautiful word of God and to share and tell everybody what following and believing in him means for everyone, just to get treated in the worst way, deceived, betrayed, this, that, and the third. And when it came to the end, he still had mercy for those people and passed away for us, passed away for all those people in that time frame, and for the generations and generations and generations and generations to come. And that includes us being here right now. And when you think about that, if God or if Jesus had that much strength to do it, when he didn't wrong nobody, and he was perfect, and he lived by God, and he's perfect. No one else on this earth has been perfect. No one else on this earth is without sin. So if someone who has been without sin can still find it in their hearts to forgive and to have grace, then surely we can do the same. And I know when I saw that video, I literally had to, hold on y'all, I gotta make sure everything is sticking. I was literally crying so hard. I was crying so hard because God was just letting me know right then and there, like, you gotta forgive them. You gotta forgive them. There's a few people on the list that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let that person go. Like, it's, you know, they not in my life. I'm gonna let that go. I ain't gonna harbor. And I don't harbor hate for people. Like, I'm not one that harbors hate. I've never been a hateful person. I've never been one to, like, wish well. Not wish well, but wish harm on people. I've never been like that. So I am good, and I'm so happy that let me take that back. I have said out loud, or to friends, or to even family, like, karma is coming to this person, or yeah, they laughing now, but wait till later, or stuff along those lines. I never sat back and said or did anything to, you know, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I think y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, when people, like, and I have to use myself an example because this is my platform, and most of y'all follow me because y'all know me. I don't know you guys and y'all's life and what y'all have dealt with, but at least y'all know me. But just like when people have called CPS an astronomical amount of times for no good reason whatsoever because they harbor all that hate, stuff like that. Like, I've never been so intentional with my spite for someone that I would try to spite anyone. So at least my conscience can sleep good at night. I don't know why. Now I done bigged you up, and now all of a sudden you being weird. Well, don't be weird. Do not be weird. I think I want to put another 10 on there. But I'm not out here trying to hurt or harm anyone, preying on someone's downfall. Like, I've gossiped in the past about people who I didn't like. I have not sat back for years and years at a time, like, looking people's address up, looking into their personal lives, doxing people on the internet, praying for, you know, the downfall. Like, God sees those things. But this is the thing. This is the big kicker. Even the people who've taken it as far as they've taken it with me, I'm no better, because even my light gossip or even my little jabs, it's an even playing field to God. We're one and the same. So although I'm not out here now, I do believe that when you meet your maker, God is going to know your heart. I believe that 100%. So I do also, although my actions are still one and the same with other people's actions, even if I don't feel like, oh, I didn't do it like that, God is still like, hold up, but you're not supposed to be doing it at all. I do believe that God reads our heart, and he knows our heart, and he knows that I've never maliciously did anything to hurt anybody. Like, I've never been that type of person. Like, I've never in my life been a malicious, evil-spirited person. The majority of my 99.9999% of anything that I've done in that regard, as far as sin is concerned, has been because someone has wronged me. So now I feel some type of way about you because you've done something to me first, or they went out of their way to curse me, hurt me, cause something to me. I've never, like, I don't know, I don't have that evil spirit in me to just get consumed with people, to hate them that much. I've always been a giver. I've always turned around and helped. Like, did I tell y'all the story of the girl who slapped me? Now Jeremy is going to holler. I know I keep telling y'all these stories. Jeremy's going to holler if I tell y'all this story. I've shared it before. 100% I know I have. But it was so long ago. It was like in the early stages of my YouTube career. So I feel like a lot of y'all probably do not know this story. So I'm going to share this story. I kind of like sharing stories with y'all about my life and giving y'all my testimony. So back when I was in 7th grade, I was dating this guy. His name was, we're going to call him Jay. And he was probably arguably one of the most attractive guys at my middle school. He was in 8th grade. I'll never forget when I met him, y'all. Y'all know I'm a good storyteller. So let me tell you. Let me paint the picture for y'all. So I was leaving cheerleading practice, and he was outside by the gym door, and he was waiting with his phone in his hand. And I was waiting for my mom, so I had got out. No, I wasn't outside of cheerleading practice. It was dance. So, anyways, I'm leaving dance, and I see him, and he was mixed, of course, and he had some type of, I felt like he had some type of Spanish type of thing going on with him. So I was like, oh, pop, like I was always very bold. That's like how I slid into Jeremy DM. Like I've always been that type of girl. I want what I want, not just with relationships, but in everything. But anyway, so I saw him. He looked at me. He looked down, he looked back, and we just looking at each other. So I just was like, "Ooh, Poppy." I said, "What you doing here?" Da 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 da. We flirting, and he was just like, "No, what you doing here? I ain't never seen you before." And I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm in 7th grade. I'm on Team A. What team are you on?" Because Team A was honors, so all of the honor kids had a certain area. And if you were not in honors, it's 9 times out of 10 you weren't gonna be seeing those kids throughout the day unless they had an extracurricular with you. So he was like, "No, I'm on team." I think he was on Team C. So I was just like, "Yeah, I've never seen you before, blah, blah, blah." But there was another girl on our dance team who was fairly newer to the school. And she used to always talk about, like, when she first got there, she was a gorgeous girl. Very, very gorgeous. She had a body, all of that. She was really, really pretty. And when she got there, me and her were real cool. She got on the dance team, joined, like, when I joined. I mean, she joined after I joined because she was new. And anyways, I remember her like always talking about like her boyfriend problems. I didn't know who she was talking about. I never heard her name either, but she used to talk to another girl named Albria about, and I can't remember the girl's name. It started with an S. It was real long. But anyway, so S was talking to Albria. I used to hear them talking all the time. So when he told me he was texting, he was just like, "Yeah, my ex, she keep trying to get back with me, but I'm done with that." And I was like, "Oh, so you single?" And then he was just like, "Are you single?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm definitely single." And he was like, "Well, maybe you should take my number." And I was like, "No, you take my number, hit me up." So he got my number, and literally like within like an hour, he was texting me and it was like, "Can I call you?" So you know how boys do, just like how girls do. He must have called, well, I do know. He called his homeboy who actually went to elementary school with me, who I was real cool with. And I guess he must have said like, "Hey, have you heard of this girl named Keesha? She in 7th grade on Team A." And he must have said, "Hell yeah, like that's my sis. Like we went to such and such, da 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 da." So he called me on through with the other guy and was like, "Oh, so you feeling my boy Jay?" And I was just like, "Yeah, he real fine, blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't like all that small. I've never liked that small talk. And I'm a commitment type of girl, even in freaking 7th grade. So I'm just like, so what's up? Like, what you want to do?" So we flirted for like a few days, and then he kind of was like, "Yeah, I definitely like you. Definitely got to be mine." And so I'm just like, "Have you dated a 7th grader?" And he was like, "No, it's only 8th graders." So mind you, when we get back to dance, I think I had dance a few days after all this. And y'all, now this don't got nothing to do with the karma, but I just want to give y'all all the backstory. Like, I got to tell y'all what happened. But this is going to help y'all understand. So anyways, I got back to dance, and I was telling my actual friends, like, "Y'all, guess who I'm talking to now?" And they were like, who? And I was like, "Have y'all seen that fine 8th grader, I'm about to say his name, Jay?" And it was like, one of them was like, "No, how he look?" And I was like, "He the one who's mixed, like he mixed with like Puerto Rican or something." And everybody was like, yeah, he's short, da da da. And I was like, "Yeah." And then the S, she came over and she was like, "Wait, who did you say?" And I was just like, "Jay." And then she was like, "My Jay?" And I'm like, "No, my Jay." And then she was just like, "You talking about Jay?" And then she said his last name, and I was like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" She was so mad. So she went to Albria, y'all. She was talking, plotting. I'm just like, whatever. So anyways, that was the end of that. You could tell she kind of was like being weird to me for like the next few practices, but you know, it wasn't that bad, but it was still like, it was noticeable, like she felt a type of way. But it's not like I was with him while they was together. They just had broke up. So anyways, me and him together, he actually had a lot to do with a lot of parts of my life that I shared in the documentary. That's exactly who I was talking about in the documentary when I said I was dating someone and then they found out, blah, blah, blah. If you watch the documentary, you know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to talk about that right now. So anyways, he was that guy. He was that guy, y'all. So me and him were dating for a few months. And one day, I'm in the bathroom. He used to wait for me outside the bathroom after school. He would now make sure he stayed after school to see me. And one day, he's waiting out the bathroom for me. And I'm in the bathroom, come out the stall, wash my hands. This girl walks in. We're going to call, well, her name started with a J too. We're going to call her, let's just call her Jayla. So Jayla walks in and she was like, oh, you're Jay's girlfriend. I was like, yes, girl. And she was like, I'm his best friend. I was like, really? So I'm all like, oh my gosh, he never told me, blah, blah, blah. She was like, yeah, girl, I'm his best friend, blah, blah, blah. If you ever need anything, come to me. So I'm like, okay, girl. So she was like, yeah, do you have his number? And I'm like, Jay's number? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, girl, give it to me. He told me to tell you to give it to me. So I'm just thinking in my head, like, wow, if he's sitting outside the bathroom, why would she not go back out the bathroom and just say, give me your number? And secondly, if that's his best friend, like, y'all, I literally can't believe I remember every detail like this. But anyway, I'm like, if this is his best friend, why would she not already have the number? Like an idiot, I gave her the house number and not the cell phone number, because I'm like, okay, well, I ain't gonna give her too much access. Let me just give it a house number. So that was that. She stayed behind in the bathroom because I'm like, well, let's go out there and go see him. She was like, no, girl, you go ahead. I gotta finish, washing my hands, whatever. So I leave out the bathroom. Of course, I say something to him. And I was like, hey, Jayla was in there. That's your best friend? He was just like, hell no. Like, he was playing around like, hell no, da, 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 da. And I was like, well, she just asked me for your number. And he was like, you gave her my number? But he wasn't like taking it serious. So I'm thinking like it wasn't that big of a deal. He's like, why you get that girl my number? And I'm like, was she in the bathroom? Like, what is all this? It was weird. But anyway, so later on that day, I called him on his cell phone. She was on the house phone. And, they were talking. And he also was on through with his friend from the one who I said I knew from elementary school. And, yeah, so it went down like that for a few days. And then I'm just like, I don't know, it was just real weird. But anyway, so one day, it was probably 3 days later, y'all, I call him and he's on the phone with her again. But this time they're like play arguing. So he was like, oh, you serious? Okay. And he was like, that's why Keesha called you a B word. And I was like, hold up now, because at this time, I never cursed. Like, I didn't start cursing until I got on YouTube and y'all was stressing me the hell out. But anyways, so I was just like, I'm on one phone like, why you telling her that, Jay? Like, don't be telling her that. I didn't call her that. All I can hear her is like, bet. Like, I can hear her, like, she was one of them raunchy girls. No offense, but she was one of them rowdy, raunchy girls. So I was just like, stop even playing with me. So he was just like, all right. And I said, can you call her back? He hung up in her face. So I'm like, call her back and tell her. He was like, you okay? No, you scared of her? And I was like, no, that's not the point, though. The point is you lying. So he was just like, no, you good. She ain't gonna do nothing, da-da-da-da. Tell me why, y'all. So the whole day at school the next day, I'm just hearing all these murmurs like Jayla got beef with Keesha, blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, when I say she's one of them rowdy ghetto chicks and little old me, I'm over here telling everybody, I don't know, this is crazy. Jaden lied on me and said that I called her this. Can y'all report back and tell her I didn't? Because I wasn't seeing her around. Because I'm like, well, let me see her. Then I ended up, after my lunch period, I saw one of her homegirls in the bathroom. And I was like, hey, can you tell her that I never called her no B word? And Jay was lying. And they was like, okay, we'll let her know, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, tell me why I go to the bathroom, the same bathroom I gave the number in, y'all. Me and my best friend in the bathroom. I come out the bathroom first. She's still in the bathroom. I look down the hallway, and it's a gang of hoodlums running in my direction. And I can't remember what they were yelling, but they were just like being rowdy. And I just remember seeing Jayla and her stopping in front of me, like, what was that you said? What was that you said? What was that? What was said? And I was like, I didn't say nothing. Like, I'm being calm, cool, collect. I was like, I didn't say nothing. And then she's like, yes, you did. You want to fight? And I was like, girl, I definitely don't want to fight you. I'm not a fighter. And she's like, oh, yes, you do, because you had all. And I said, I'm telling you right now, I did not say nothing. And Jay was lying. Like, and everybody was like, hit her, Jayla. Pop it off, Jayla. Y'all, the girl reached her hand back and she slapped me in my face. Now, when I got slapped, I remember my dad's words always telling me, if somebody put their hands on you and they're way bigger than you and you don't know if you can take them, whatever's around you, pick it up and knock them the hell out. But I'm in the hallway, so I didn't have nothing on me. literally. And then she had a gang of people. So I also like to think with rationale. So rationally, if I would have hit back at any given moment, she would have really thought like this is a real mutual fight, and then maybe her friends would have came in. And I was on my way to cheerleading practice. No, cheerleading trials. It was actually cheerleading trials by this point. So I had on my little short, my little white tank top, about to go to cheerleading practice. Now when she slapped me, Jeremy is literally going to scream when he finds. He told me don't ever tell this story no more. He was so mad when he heard it. But I live in my truth and I don't got nothing to hide. I'm 31 years old. This was back when I was in 7th grade. Anyways, so when she slapped me, I just looked at her. And I'm like, okay. And next thing you know, they were so loud that the assistant principal, who I was real cool with, she comes running out the office. We were right by the principal's office, y'all. They crazy and ghetto. We was right by the principal's office. The assistant principal, y'all, look, let me show you what God did, y'all. The assistant principal comes out of the office. She sees me. Of course, she's immediately on my side because I'm one of the sweet girls of the school. So she's like, oh my gosh, Miss Anderson, what's going on? She was like, your mom is right here. Girl, I turned her back around. My mama was right behind her. So they start running. And I said, well, Jayla, she just slapped me. She's like, she slapped you? And I said, yes. And she's like, why she slap you? I didn't know if I wanted to tell her the truth at that point because I didn't want to get my boyfriend in trouble. But I was just like, I don't know. It was just some he said, she said, but I never even said it. And she slapped me. And then my mama was like, oh, hell no. Did you slap her? And the assistant principal was like, no. She did the right thing. She did it. Like, my mama don't play that. My mama got glasses in her face. When y'all see my mama, because she got glasses, it's because somebody played with her back in school. And my mama beat that girl for flipping. The only thing the girls could do is scratch out my mama's eyes. Like, she was so mad. And my mama was beating her up. And the lady, not the lady, she was in high school. The child pretty much scratched my mom's tear duct and she needed glasses, but my mama don't play that. So my mama was pissed. She was like, oh, heck no. What we about to do, about this, about that. And it was crazy. So I ended up calling Jay and told him, like, Jayla put her hands on me today. And I was like, this relationship, I don't think we can move forward because you put me in danger. You put me in harm's way. Like, I don't play stuff like that. He was like, no, I told her, blah, 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 blah. But then it was kind of like awkward. I think he was kind of like low-key mad that I checked him about it. And long story short, with me and him, he ended up breaking up with me because this is the end of the school year. He's like, well, I'm going to high school next year and I don't think I can stick around with somebody in middle school. Like, that's pretty much what he told me. So I'm just like, I'm still going to be going to that same high school, so you'll see me next year. And he was just like, nah. But guess what? He got back with the girl on my dance team. So that was that. So, and then I ended up finding, like, years later, he ended up living close by my mama's neighborhood. And I ended up seeing him, and he tried to holler at me. And I'm like, no, baby, I think I was with Jeremy at that point. But anyways, back to the girl. So, 2 days after this incident, we got brought into the assistant principal's office. She admitted to her crimes. She got a school suspension for 5 days for putting her hands on me. And then she told her, like, we needed to be cool, blah, blah, blah. And she need not try me like that no more. That's, that's unladylike, or all this other stuff that assistant principal say. And I told her in that moment, like, and I think, okay, let me just finish my story. So I forgave her. And let me show you how much I forgave her. After that, every time she saw me, she would be, how people call you best friend in school? She was that one, like, hey, best friend. So every time she saw me after that, it was like, hey, best friend. 2 or 3 days after this incident, I'm leaving cheer. And it's pouring down raining. Mind you, she rides the bus. It's pouring down raining. I'm walking outside to get in my mom's car with my umbrella. It's pouring, and I see a girl standing by the gate, like, trying her best to, like, protect herself, but she's soaking wet. And my heart is so big. So when I'm like, oh my gosh, like, let me see who this is so I can try to help them. So I tapped her. I was like, excuse me. And she turned around and it was freaking her. And I was like, Jayla? And I was like, I thought you rode the bus. And she was like, I do, but I missed it. And I was like, oh, so how you gonna get home? Mine was pouring. My mama rolled down that window. She's like, come on, Keesha. And I'm just like, hold on right quick, Mom. So I'm like, how you gonna get home? And she was like, I don't know. I said, well, can you call your mom? And you could just tell, like, it was just, like, awkward when I brought up her mom. And she was like, I don't know. Go ahead, I'll figure it out. And so I went to my mama's car and I was like, Mom, that girl, she need a ride home. I said, but she lives close in our area. So can you take her? She was like, yeah, just tell her come on. Cause my mom also got a big car. Y'all, when I tell you, when she saw who it was who got in that car. My mama turned around so fast and looked at me and was like, I know you motherfucking lying. But I was like, my mama stopped. I was like, Mama, please just take this girl. Like, I was looking at her like, please, Mama, just take her home. Just do the right thing. When you could just tell in that moment, even at that young age, how God had humbled her to let her know, like, be careful of how you treat other people, because you never know when you may need them. Imagine if I'm pretty sure she would have eventually got home. I don't know how, whatever, but you could just tell, like, it was instantly like, wow, I can't believe I just did that to you. You're such a sweet girl. And I'm telling you, up until the last day of school, honey, I was really that girl's best friend. She was so nice to me. Like, it was actually aggravating at that point, because she was overly nice. It was, every time she saw me, she was making her beeline to me. But I'm just like, wow. And I didn't harbor any hatred. I didn't harbor any nothing. Like, I was actually popular in school. So when we got back to school, nobody like joned on me. A few people like said slick stuff like, oh, Keesha, I heard you got slept yesterday. And I was just like, I said, don't even try me, blah, 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 blah. And they was like, yeah, but you was too pretty. Like, then they changed it, like, well, you was too pretty to fight and you didn't want to break a nail and stuff like that, because people really fuck with me. So I didn't really have those type of issues. But I think, I have a lot of stories like that in my life, but I think for me, and this was when I was in seventh grade, when I was 12 years old. And when I think about all the times in my adolescence where I was like so forgiving, and people turn around. Now, mind you, she didn't come back around and do nothing to stab me in the back again, but it was like, after I did it for her and for a few other people in my life, it was like the more I did it, the more people really started to show me their true colors. Like, I was doing it a little too much, and I didn't have no boundaries, and I didn't have the self-respect with myself. And I think it just manifested into my adult years, where I let shit go. Like, and I would just give people grace, or see the good in people, or try to be Captain Save-A-Ho. That's what people used to tell me. Like, girl, you always trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. You got to leave people where they are. And I think now I have, like, when people wrong me, it stays with me now. Like, it literally, like, it stays, especially if, like, initially I try to do nice or do right, or initially I try to be a little forgiving, have a little grace, and you turn around and you do something even worse, it is like you're dead to me at that point. Like, I can't let it go. I can't get it out of my mind. Like, I'm not going to pray on your downfall, but I'm damn sure not wishing on your blessings. Like, and I think my walk with God has told me to now channel in my inner child. Like, he's showing me, like, if I'm, like, when I thought about, like, on my judgment day, like, when he's playing my video, or I'm thinking about what I've done, he's going to be like, see, at one point, and you didn't even really know me like that for real, but I was inside of you. I lived inside of you at your innocence as an adolescent, and you let the world harden your heart. You let the world harden your heart, and now you checked yourself right on out of heaven, and now you're going to have to depart from me. And that is my worst fear, to hear something like that from God. So I think right now I am in a point where I want to just channel my inner me, and like I said, not let nobody slap me, and I don't defend myself. That's not what I'm freaking talking about, because at this point, you know, I got protection. Let me stop. But I'm not serious. I'm serious. But seriously, like, I have to forgive. No matter if I can forgive that girl for what she did for absolutely no fucking reason, like a whole lie was told. I just gotta get my mentality back to the point of, because I didn't want anything bad to happen to Jayla. Like, I didn't wish nothing bad to happen to Jayla. Jayla was humbled. That was really God's vengeance. Like, he humbled her to say, like, you're going to mess around and find out very quickly. He's going to put, what is the saying? He's going to place put you on a footstool in front of your enemies, or something like that, to the point where they're going to have, not bow down to you, but really, like, and not beg for mercy. But y'all see what I'm going. I don't know how to get what I'm trying to say out of my mind, but he's going to have vengeance in the end. And if that was his way of having vengeance, even in that one moment of, like, you need her. Like, this is the only person around. Like, literally was nobody else around. And it was, I wish I could find her. I don't even know. I know her name. I have no idea how to spell it. Literally no clue. But maybe I can try to put it on Facebook and see. And I'm going to reach out and say, hey, girl, how you been? But I just feel like now, like, I have to just let it go. Anybody who's wronged me, hurt me, I have to let it go. I have to let it go. for my soul's sake. So you guys, like I said, once again, I'm not encouraging anybody to get slapped around, beat up, or anything. I don't care if nobody laughs at me after hearing this. To be honest, I really quite could care less. Like, I told Jeremy when he kept begging me never to tell this story, I was like, but for why? Why are you so... He's like, you don't need to be telling nobody that. They're going to think you can do this. They can do... I said, that was when I was in 7th grade. Like, that was... And I'm also the type of person, even at 31, I know how to pick my poison. Like... I knew, and I'm glad that I have common sense, because other people would have been like, no, I ain't gonna, I'm gonna prove this person, and then the whole crowd would have jumped them, and then now for what? Now you hurt and beat up and busted up and bruised up and all this other stuff for what? Like, I didn't know if any of those other people would have jumped in, and I'm glad I didn't ever have to find that out, and I'm glad that God humbled her the way he needed to let her know, like, don't act like that. Like, you need to change the way you act. Even at 7th grade, like, look who raised her. She didn't, and she, like I said, she used to tell me all her personal business. After that, she would, like, I just knew her inside, and she was not raised, like, non-existent father and a mother who, older siblings who doing what they doing, being grown, but older, they were in high school but still being grown. Like, she raising herself, got to look around her surroundings, and they raised in her surroundings and experiences of life. So she had to be tough. She had to, like, come off like that. And that's sad. I didn't have that. I had stability in my life. I had a family to come home to, a mother who cared about me, siblings within my same age range. Like, I had a village around me who supported me. So our walks of life were different. But God is not going to say just because your walk of life is different means that you get to treat people any kind of way. So just be mindful, if you were me in that situation, and that's how you are in life, where you let people take advantage of you, or you don't know how to let situations go. Find your inner 7th grade Keesha. Find your inner 7th grade Keesha, where I genuinely didn't know nothing about vengeance being the Lord, but it ended up being it, and it, like, has shown me time and time again, when people wrong me or hurt me without me praying or anything, God wants me to not in turn, because even at this point, he doesn't want you to just say, well, I don't want no parts. He wants you to pray harder for the people who wrong you. He wants you to pray harder for the people who wrong you. There are people right now who are watching my channel who have so much hatred, so much evil in their heart, not even just towards me, but in their lives, because of the circumstances they were dealt with. And God will know your heart and read it back to you on Judgment Day. So I beg you to please find some type of strength, find a Bible, find a prayer group, find God, so that he can give you the strength to pick up, like, the pieces of your life before it's too late. And like I said in the beginning of this, like, you may feel like someone and how they act in situations is 10 times worse than you, just like I was saying in the beginning, like, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that. But guess what? God still sees us equal. So I have to look within myself in the mirror and say, okay, even if I did this, Keesha, even if I did that, you didn't do enough, because God wants me to fight into the end, living through him. If he was the one making those decisions. I didn't even finish my dang on lashes, y'all. I'm about to finish. I haven't wrapped up this story. I only got a few more to do on both of my eyes, but y'all just have to really, that's my little story for today. And hopefully y'all liked it. I'll continue. Like I said, it just came out of me, because I did not come on here thinking I was about to tell that story. I just was gonna tell y'all I was having a hard time forgiving, and now I'm at a much better place. But I ain't said I'm just perfect now, or I'm just like hallelujah for everybody and everything. It's still some work, but God knows my heart, and he knows I'm genuinely trying. He knows I'm actively praying so hard for my peace, for my sanity, for those who pray against me, for those who have intentionally hurt me, hurt my family. I'm praying so hard for those people to succeed, to be blessed wholeheartedly, so that, God can know, like, I'm trying. I want him to know I'm trying so hard, because it's hard. It's hard having to fix your mouth to prayer and beg and plead for God to do right by people who hurt you, who speak out and wish evil things towards you, who seek out to, y'all, I don't even want to get too literal for y'all start trying to say who am I talking about and all this other stuff, but it doesn't matter. What matters is I'm doing the work for me. That's the only thing that really matters, and I'm going to continue to do the work. So I guess with that being said, I'm going to go and finish these lashes, and yeah, we'll see how they hold up. But it looks like it's the same brand, but this one keep giving me a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna take this one off. Look, I mean, actually I'm pulling in and staying put. So anyways, y'all, that's all I had to say. So I'll see y'all later.